This is these policies, these issues, these stances are the fruit of unprocessed trauma that the whole country really has, because the Jewish people have been so endured such oppression for so long around the world in discrimination. So anyway, that is also in my book, that trying to make peace with that and realizing I could do political work and human rights work till kingdom come.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And really, this is deep, profound psychological work that needs to be made conscious. As Jung says, it's only when the unconscious is made conscious that we start to really heal. So
I was just two Terry Real quotes just came to my mind. One where he talks about trauma being passed down through the generations like a wildfire. And the person, the group, or the family, or the individual who can stop and turn and face the fire, and what a heroic moment that is to save all the rest of the generations from having to be decimated by that or impacted by it. And then just yesterday, I happened to hear a quote also by him saying, "What we look at causes us pain, but what we don't look at can kill us." It's like the thing that we don't look. So this is so interesting. So I wonder how you might want to start discussing then, what this work could look like. If we can take the idea that what we're seeing on the surface has just so many roots underneath it, and so many things that are in the hidden, that we don't see, and then until we can see, we're just fighting against an uphill battle. That's not going to really transform until the inner work. Yeah.
That's right.
Any more? First, but anything to say else about that first before we go on to how to do the work?
Wonderful metaphors, like what's below the surface, and oftentimes we just don't know. I work with people all the time and asking the questions, sort of opening the aperture of our questions and our awareness as therapists to what is the context of this person, what is the socio-historical context, what is the economic context, the emotional context, what happened where did her bloodlines or his bloodlines originate, where did the parents come from, were they refugees, were they colonialists, did they immigrate from another country, were the grandparents in the Great Depression and raised in an orphanage, were they suffered from the Irish potato famine, were they victims of the Holocaust? All of that, as we know now, and that this is so important. And I think why it's becoming so poignant right now in particular is that the fields of neuroscience and epigenetics are demonstrating with evidence-based research now that we do indeed receive the echo. So the echo of our ancestors' traumas, the residual vibrations, and we see that not in our genetic code, of course, but we see it in the methylation around the genes. We see the methylation that turns on and off gene expression.